Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alicia and I'm the owner of Alicia Be Creative. So I'm bringing to you a very pretty unique style cup, and most of these supplies you can actually find on my website. And so I wanted to bring this to you first off because the original cup idea that I had for today's tutorial ended up as a fail, and I'm going to be showing you that process too, but because I have to remake the cup, that's going to take a little longer than I had anticipated. So as I was crafting the other evening, trying to figure out what I was going to create, I went through some old scrap vinyls and things and found this really pretty pink vinyl. And that inspired me to grab some of the other elements I already have and carry in my shop to create this really pretty simple style tumbler that I hope that you guys are going to love. So we're going to do kind of like a part one of this video showing you kind of the behind the scenes process and how I was able to put the base of this cup together in under an hour. And then of course, I want you guys to tell me what I should do next with this cup, because I'm telling you, when it all comes together, it's absolutely beautiful, but I want to hear from you on what you would do as the next steps. Oftentimes, I love to pause before going into the epoxying process in case I want to make adjustments, need to make decisions. It's also a great opportunity to check on spacing concerns, especially when we're doing sort of a swirl style cup, right? Which is the idea behind this cup here today. So we're going to start with layering this vinyl on here. This is a 12 by 12 vinyl sheet from my website. It is called Pink Dreams. It's absolutely beautiful and adorable. I love the colors of this vinyl, and I felt like this was a perfect match to the UV DTF leopard print we're going to be adding, and it even matches that little scrap of pink vinyl that I have for the decal I have in mind. So we're going to go ahead and get this wrapped, but let's talk about those last minute crafting bursts of energy that we get in the middle of the night, very late at night. I will be completely honest with you. This cup came to me after a long time of just sitting and staring into the abyss of my craft space, trying to figure out what I wanted to create or could put together in a quick fashion for YouTube. And I kind of sat there and hemmed and hawed. And of course, I asked ChatGPT of some ideas, and I didn't love any of those ideas whatsoever. I really loved the original idea I had for today, but because the cup did not turn out as I had planned, I knew that I didn't have enough content to really put forth a great video. And because that was a fail, it's not that I don't want to show that, but I also want to show where my vision wanted to go so that you guys could see kind of the true thought behind my cup. Anyway, I decided that while I was sitting there staring into the abyss, that I was going to just go through some old scrap bins that I have. I have 3 of them, probably too many. And I came across that little scrap of pink vinyl, and I couldn't even tell you where I got that vinyl from because it was tucked in the bottom of a bin under 75 other pages of scrap pieces that I just hoard and keep, of course, because it's those what if projects, right? Or maybe later projects. And that kind of pulled this together. Once I saw that, I was like, oh, I wonder if I have vinyl or if I have, some sort of image that would go really pretty with this. And I happened to just look over at my inventory of vinyl, and I found this sheet that was part of one of my Maker's bundles that I've had on my website for a little while now. And I was like, this is perfect. I love the aesthetic of this vinyl so much, and it speaks to me so much. But I'll be honest, I haven't even used this sheet of vinyl yet. Had it in my own stash because, of course, I always try and keep a piece of my inventory so that I can create things like this. But I couldn't believe I hadn't even used this sheet of vinyl yet. So that's kind of where this came together. And then, of course, I look up a little farther and I see the pink leopard print and I see the white leopard print and I go, bam, I've got it. So that's kind of the inspiration. So I might have started with staring into the abyss for what felt like probably an hour trying to figure it out. When I finally opened that scrap bin, I will tell you that this idea came together in a matter of minutes. Like, it took me all of 3 minutes to grab all of the supplies I wanted to use, grab a blank from Tipsy Magnolia. This is a 32-ounce plump, and then get started. So sometimes our most creative ideas come from some little spark of creativity, literally just a small section of vinyl, and I'm literally ready to put together a cup. So I always find it just so funny how coming up with cup designs or cup ideas sometimes is not about like what we see other people do, or what we think we should create. Sometimes it's just a little piece of vinyl that just sparks a whole entire cup idea. So as you've seen here, I have applied the vinyl. And then we're going to go in with sort of like a swirl idea look, because the pattern vinyl that is here, it definitely gives like it gives me like a mixed media look in my mind. Like people who make those really gorgeous art prints that use like crystals and glitters, and it gives me that kind of vibe. And of course, I mean, we can't not put leopard print on a cup. And of course, that it's in pink is even better because it matches so flawlessly with this vinyl that how could we not? And so that is how the cup has come to be. So I'm going to continue to apply the UV DTF leopard print sheet onto this cup. Now I'm not going to be using all of this sheet. I think I used maybe a third of this sheet. This is a 10 by 10 sheet you can find on my website of just pink leopard print. I also carry white, black, and gold glitter as well. So if you are a leopard print lover like me and you love to add just a little bit of leopard print to all your projects, this is a perfect sheet to grab, and it will definitely get you through many, 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 many projects. So while we're watching me apply this, I did promise you guys after finishing the 8 days of Christmas series that I would announce our winners. I apologize that it's taking me so long to announce these, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I did it in a video to showcase the winners of both the HT Vibrant Auto Tumbler Press and of course the winner of the limited edition tumbler that I made for day 4. So our winner for the HT Vibrant Auto Tumbler Heat Press is at Candy Coated 03. They are the winner of this Auto Tumbler Heat Press. I have already reached out to them and asked them to send me their contact information so that I can, of course, ship out their goodies. I'm really excited, and I hope that they love and enjoy using the Auto Tumbler Heat Press as much as I did. So congratulations to Candy Coated 03. I love it, and I can't wait to see what you create. Okay, so of course, I also had another giveaway during the 8 days of Christmas series that I did here on YouTube, and that was to win the limited edition cup that I created on day 3. It featured some tumblers from Craftfix, as well as some UVDTF from my website, of course, and so I'm going to be gifting this tumbler and the items that were needed to put this together, and a couple extra cups from Craftfix in part of that. And so the winner here is right here. She had mentioned that she can't wait to get some time off of work for the holiday season, and I totally feel that. So congratulations, you are the winner. Please reach out to me, and I will also in turn reach out to you and get your information so that I can ship out your winnings. Thank you guys so much for everyone who participated. I absolutely loved connecting with you guys in the comment section throughout the 8 days. It was such a fun series to put together. Sure, it might have been a lot of work, but it was so worth it. Definitely so worth it. So stay tuned. I do plan on doing another series sometime after the new year, something with a little bit of a different twist here. And so I hope that you guys definitely follow, subscribe, tag along, and see how that series comes out. So again, congratulations to both of our winners. And of course, you guys know I will have some more giveaways coming away soon. So going back to what we're working on here, I have now cut a decal with the print of, or with the vinyl that I had found that kind of originally sparked this idea here. And I found just some like motivational quotes and things off of Etsy. This one just says, keep it simple. And I really felt like this spoke to me simply because I was trying so hard to come up with something so crazy, unique, and different. And this was just a great reminder that all the ideas do not have to be the next great Tumblr trend. Sometimes we can just put a few things together and still create a beautiful masterpiece without needing to create a new technique technique or without needing to create, something magical from thin air when it comes to creating. Creativity is so much about connecting with what you're creating and enjoying the process as much as it is creating something beautiful. So we've gone ahead and added our decal here. I am going to add, I think, a few hearts by the simple part here just to kind of pop that part out. But then I decided, just based on how the spacing of where I had laid that keep it simple was, I hadn't really measured as well as I probably should have. And so I decided to go back in with the white leopard print. So this is how we are looking so far, but I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys want to see in part 2? What should I add to this? And what do you think it needs? So stay tuned for the conclusion of this cup.